Hi and welcome back to Three Tails RV. My name is Aaron, and on today's episode we're going to show you how to cover the valance in your RV. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull all the screws that are on the perimeter of the valance. We're going to pull those out. Make sure you put those in a safe place because we're going to be putting those back in. And what this does is it takes the molding off the bottom portion of the valance. I will show you that when I remove it, which will be here. Basically, once we remove the screws, this trim piece comes off like so. So we'll put that off to the side with our screws. And then there is a backer piece which folds up here. So there's that. Now, it's actually a really simple, straightforward project. What we're going to do is we're going to cover this gray and go with that brown, which will look much better in my opinion and in my wife's opinion than the gray. We're trying to get away from the gray and actually go with some earth tones, which is why we picked this plush fabric. We got this particular fabric from Hobby Lobby. I got 3 yards of it, which should be more than enough to do every valance in my RV except for the bedroom, and we have other plans for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to match the valance up, and there's the edge. You're going to want about 3 to 6 inches on the end cap, so it'll cover it, and the same thing over on this end. What I like to do is to take some spray adhesive. We are going to also connect it using the staples, but I like to run a little bit of glue just to help hold it down. You don't have to get too excessive with it, and then you match it back down again. Pull that tight. So, try and get all the wrinkles out. There we go. You got a nice looking piece there. So for this next part, and the reason why I am doing this, the wood is going to hold this in place, but this board is really thin to try and staple to. I don't know if you can see that on the video there, but look at how thin that board is. And if I try to staple with that, they're going to stick out, and that's not what I want. And with this trim piece that we took off first, once you put that over the top of it, it's got screws that go in from the back side, which you already saw, and it covers it right up. So the adhesive helps to hold it down and keep it in place. So there's that. Now we continue to roll this over. We're going to continue. We got this pretty much set. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be completely aligned. But the better and straighter cut you get, happier you're going to be with it. So it's just kind of floating in place right now, and I'm going to go ahead and cut about a ½ inch further out than what we need. So actually it's going to be more like an inch. And cut right down. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this tight, and we're going to put staples I'm doing it about every 3 inches. You can do as many as you like or as many as you think you need. I'm going to show you how to do one of these ends. It's kind of difficult to see, but I'll try and do it this way so you can see it. What we want to do is create a crease, not on the like this on the side, but we want to create a crease so it looks pretty right across the top like this. And we're trying to bend stuff down a little bit, and now that molding will cover that up. So if you see how I did that, puts a nice crease along the top, which in this case it's going to be braced, you won't even see it. So we're going to go ahead, what we'll do is we'll pull this under, and I'm going to put a brad right there in the corner to kind of hold it. Flip this up, get out our spray here, put that in there. We're going to fold all this under, like so. That'll give it a nice clean edge. You could also go from the top and shoot downwards. It's really thin, so like so. Shoots it in there. Makes it look really nice and pretty. There. And we'll take a view from the top. See how it gets that nice crease there. Doesn't look like there's any issues. And we're going to go ahead and do that on the other side. Now we're going to put this back on. So it goes this way with it down. And now we're going to reapply the screws. Don't put them in. I wouldn't use a screwdriver or a drill for this. You go too tight and they strip out. So we'll just hand tighten those in. It just keeps the trim on there. So, and now we're going to switch over to more of the earth tones. Laminate floor. Got another video coming up soon. It's going to show how to rip out the carpet. And then we got a remnant at Lowe's for pretty cheap. So now that that's done, that sure did clean that up a lot. I'm going to go ahead and take a look there. So, and there, see how the nice ends, everything kind of flows together. So we're going to finish that up. I'll get it installed.